Hi guys, it's Mr. Holding, and this is a brief overview of what you're required to do for the results section of your Ohm's Law experiment. So first thing we've got to do is fill out the results sheet. So you'll be doing this when you're doing the experiment, but I'd suggest you have this done prior to actually starting. So you'll notice you've been given a blank sheet here, okay, and you then need to decide what you're doing. Okay, so my suggestion is you would have the three things you're trying to find out. Okay, so current, voltage and resistance, and down the side the three resistors we're testing. Okay, so I've done it here how I think it might look good. I've got my current, my voltage and resistance, and I've got the units, so amps, volts and ohms. You could obviously have the symbol there. And then my resistor number 1, number 2 and number 3. Now you may like to highlight them. There will be associated with a colour, so you might put resistor number 1 blue, resistor number 2 orange, resistor number 3 yellow, depending on whatever colours they are. Alright, let's say for argument's sake we measure our current, and it's likely you're going to be measuring in milliamps. You need to convert that to amps. Okay, so let's say we end up with 0.025 amps. With a voltage of 4.2 volts. Now I don't have to write amps here because it's already written there, and same with that. I then need to go and do my sample calculations. Okay. Now there's enough room here that you can actually show the calculations for all three, so why not do that? Okay, so we could say number 1, and I'm going to use the equation that's been given to me at the start in our introduction. Resistance equals voltage divided by current. So I've gone in, I've started off by using my equation there, resistance equals voltage over current. I've identified my voltage as 4.2 from up here, and my current is 0.025 amps from up there, and I simply plug them into my calculator. I end up with 168 ohms, okay, of resistance, alright, which I'm going to put in here. 168. Okay, now that's just a guess, so that's nothing accurate there. So obviously you'll have values that you calculate through your experiment. Once you do that, the same thing is here, and I would suggest number 2 and number 3. Now it does say sample calculation, but given you're only doing one, there's no harm in doing all three of them. Just to explain it now, it's a very, very simple calculation like that. You do 3 of them, it fully justifies how you end up with this column here. Okay, hope you find that helpful.